It's time for the Matt Lecroy Show on Fox Sports 1460. Brought to you by the Holiday Inn Middletown. Now with today's show, here's Terry Byrom.
Well, on this Monday night, July 4th edition of the Matt Lecroy Show, I'm with manager Matt Lecroy. And before we talk about the Senators, July 4th is such a tradition for baseball. I mean, I think it's really tied in with everything else that happens on July 4th, the fireworks, picnics, hot dogs. And you must have some thoughts about playing baseball over the years on July 4th.
Yeah, I mean, it's always been a big spot, especially when I was up in the major leagues playing. They made a big deal out of it at the games, and we usually had an early game, so we get back to our families and go and cook out and watch the fireworks. But I think it's a unique experience for the fans who come out. And while I was in the big leagues with Washington, we always played the 11 o'clock game, which I thought was neat, and people could come out and watch some baseball and then go and celebrate with fireworks at the Capitol. So a lot of neat things there. But it's for me, it's still another ball game, but has a little special effect to it.
When you were growing up, I mean, since you had the scholarship to Clemson, you were really good all those years. Were you always in a tournament or playing a game on July 4th?
Well, actually, we were my 2 summers that I was at Clemson University. I was playing with the national team, so we were traveling around playing exhibition baseball at minor league ballparks. So I got to experience that before I actually got involved with professional baseball. So those are some really good memories. I met a lot of great people there, and just a good time in my life.
In your pre-pro playing career, did you play, other than those 2 years, did you play any college wooden bat leagues like a lot of the guys do now?
No, after my freshman season at Clemson, I went on and played for the national team, and then the next summer we played in the College World Series once again, and then I left to go try out for the team, the actual team in '96. So I spent all summer doing that, and I actually made the team. But the next year, my junior year, I was drafted by the Minnesota Twins, and really couldn't afford to play just because I hadn't signed yet and didn't want to get hurt and cost myself some contract issue. So I didn't really play in the summer wooden bat leagues. But I worked out with a wooden bat basically all through high school, and in the fall in college I'd hit with a wooden bat and all that kind of stuff. So it wasn't that big of a transition for me. So I think a lot of that work I did before helped me out.
So when you were with the Twins in the big leagues, the Twins played at that time in a dome stadium. So on July 4th for home games, not a whole lot of fireworks happening.
No, that's for sure. But out there you got a lot of water, and I'm pretty sure we played early ball games there, and got to go out, and a lot of guys lived on the lake, Lake Minnetonka, which was nice. We usually had cookouts with all the teammates and their wives and kids. So a lot of good memories there. We had some great teams that competed and played well together. So just a lot of good times in my life.
How many of those guys do you stay in touch with now?
A few guys. Some guys are still in the game, involved with the game that I see. But my wife does more contact through wives, and through Facebook and all that kind of stuff. But when I was a coach in the big leagues, I'd run into some former players that were bringing their children to the ball game and get to catch up. But we had a lot of great things that happened when I was there, and a lot of fun times and a lot of good friendships that I continue to have.
So now turning our attention here for the last few moments of your show to the Senators. One of the things we've talked about in baseball, you have to have a short-term memory, and everybody has to have a short-term memory and just focus on tonight and these next 7 games leading into the All-Star break and not the last, say, 5 or 6.
Yeah, I knew it was going to be a challenge going into Reading and playing at that ballpark and playing against that caliber of a ball club. Unfortunately, we didn't pitch well there and didn't play good baseball overall. So hopefully we'll come back and flush that series. They all know what we're trying to accomplish here, and this is a new start tonight. And hopefully we can have a really good homestand and 3 good days off.
All right, man. Thanks a lot.